This episode of Roll Over Die I thought was very interesting. The the absolute terror Flum felt seeing her friend Ink right here was crazy to me. She was absolutely going paranoid here. The fact that she doesn't even seem like Ink right here. She doesn't even seem to know that she's a viral monster. She doesn't even seem to know that she has this ability, which is crazy to me. But because you see how later on she's fine. She doesn't even know that she became a monster. She's fine. She went back to her normal face. Everything's good. So it does lead me to believe that the medications that were used to suppress her power, I imagine potentially Eterna will either make a cure or figure out on how to make more medications potentially. Because you see on how like it was meant to suppress her powers, and now that she doesn't have the medication anymore, it just starts leaking out. Her abilities start manifesting unconsciously. I imagine it's probably the first time it has manifested in a big way where the eyeballs are absolutely everywhere. But it does seem like her ability to control it is based on her desires on not wanting to hurt a character like Flum here. Because Flum would have absolutely died if the eyeballs hit her. Like she would have absolutely got slaughtered here. Like, but it's the fact that she could just get badgered. She would badger her repeatedly, straight up just like straight up call her a monster, straight up just not calling her a fake friend, calling her all these mean things. Like I felt so bad for a character like Ink here, like having no place to belong, and the fact that she that not only happens, the fact that she gets carried away by a person like Dane. With Dane, I know a lot of people don't really care for Dane. I like Dane. I don't think he's like the most well written villain of all time, but he's a decent character. What I don't like is the fog. This fog was kind of persistent for the next 5 minutes. It was kind of annoying me. Like next last episode 11. I think the fog makes perfect sense because Plum had no idea on what to do with Sarah, how to find her, or what the situation is with a character like Dane, all the different factors, or the church. And it wasn't until that Milk had saved the day, became her light at the end of the tunnel, and just comforted her, where the light just shone through and blew away all the fog. Here, though, it's just very unnecessary because you can't even see the like. It's just so like this is way too much fog. Like, can they even see each other? Like, it's crazy to me. Like, I do think it was kind of silly on how persistent this fog was. At the same time, though, I did like the introduction or reintroduction rather of Gadio. To see Gadio come to the rescue here, I thought that was pretty cool. Gadio, I do wish there was a little bit more of an interaction, but granted, since these are the last two episodes, they can't really spare too much of an interaction. And I imagine this is probably going to be the most we'll see of Gadio this and next episode. I don't think we're going to see too much of Gadio because for next episode, we haven't rescued Ink, we haven't rescued Milkhead, we haven't rescued Sarah, we haven't rescued Otilly. We don't know we don't know what the reporter's going to do. They're going to have to eventually show Saddlers, I believe that's what her name is. There's a lot that needs to be addressed, and I'm worried. I'm very worried that it's not going to end on a positive note. Like I'm going to remain positive, but I am very skeptical because it's the last episode. Like if it was 24 episodes, I would have no qualms about this being spread out as much as it was. The fact that we didn't really get a whole lot of plot progression besides she killed Dane. That's really the main thing that happened here. She killed Dane, which that's fine. Again, on a whole separate episode, her killing Dane was good, I suppose, but It's the fact that there's a lot that needs to be addressed next episode, and the fact that we spent so much time here. And of course, I do like, I do really like that these two people are very similar in their upbringing, where she was a slave, he was a former noble, and now he was in the slum. They both have had bad past here, and they both kind of been turned into a monster sort, where when he's a literal monster, and her body is very unnatural. It just not it defies all logic. Like her reversal ability, the fact that it can even reverse the ability of the so-called origin, like her ability is very dangerous. Like the fact that she is able to do so much the fact that her trump card was able to do so much to a character like Dane, when Dane over here, Dane was absolutely sucking the absolute life force. Like she was dead to rights here. She would have absolutely, like Dane would have absolutely snapped her neck off. Like it would have been no problem. Like Dane was absolutely smacking her ass here, and it wasn't until this whole reversal here that again the ties completely changed. And it does make me wonder if the fact that that mere ability, she didn't. I imagine this wasn't even to its full extent. I imagine this was just only a slimmer because she is going to eventually get stronger because that's how story goes. But if she's able to do this much to a church lapdog like Dane here, it does make me wonder what's gonna happen if they eventually face off against Origin. I don't think it's going to be. It's definitely not going to be in episode 12. That's way too soon. But whenever they encounter Origin, or at the very least, a lieutenant or a higher up that's significantly stronger than a character like Dane here, it does make me wonder the the true scale and the true power of reversal on or the true potential. How dangerous can it actually be? Like I am so curious. The fact that she's able to just straight up, like again, just straight up, just wallop. She would just wallop. And but I do think this fight was a little bit slow. Like she could have absolutely after she revealed this ability, she could have killed Dane at any moment here. Like I get that you had to have the whole monologue here, and with how Plum recognizes that Ink obviously wasn't the killer. She obviously wasn't the one who was trying to kill Ed, Johnny, all these different people. She's a victim just like the rest of y'all. She had no she doesn't she didn't want to be a monster. She didn't want to be all these different things that you said about her. Like it's not her fault, it's the church's fault. Like and even in this scenario where Dane is trying to kill her with the eyeball, Ink seemingly can control the eyeballs. I don't really know how that works, but she seemingly can have her desires are in the eyeball, and the eyeballs follow her command, whether consciously or unconsciously. They're following her command, and they're not attacking her. If they were attacking her, she would have died. Like genuinely, she would have died. Like there's I don't think she would have lived. Like I could be wrong, but there are so many eyeballs. I don't know how she would have gone about destroying all of them. Like that would have been an actual problem. I feel like, and it's the fact that Dane here is like she's absolutely going crazy. Like he's absolutely going crazy. Like he does not. But the fact that when the actual thought of losing once again comes in his mind, he realizes, well, what the fuck is the point of me existing? What was the point of me taking this power? What's this is the fact that I have this power and you still cannot defeat Plum? Like, that really shows that you're really useless. Like, the fact that you spent so much time. Like, I do agree, like, again, this could have been cut down a little bit quicker, but it wasn't necessarily bad. I just think the pacing was a little bit long for my personal taste. But it was satisfying to a degree here, where they even say they're the same thing. They're the same people, basically. How he tried to justify his evil, justify his crime. Like, I thought that was so sad, where he recognizes that, like, it's over. He has no place in the world. Like, everything he worked for, it's ending today. Like, the fact that it comes to a point where she just straight up just kills him. You know, just straight up kills the core. Like, over. And that's how the episode ends. Like, I do think this was a good episode. I truly do. But again, it's just the fact that we have one more episode, and for that to be the ending with no Flum, Milkit, not no Flum, no Milkit, Sarah, or the others in sight. Like, obviously they're going to appear next episode, but I'm very surprised. I thought we would have at least like seen Sarah return next episode. I thought for sure maybe Sarah, Negus, Negus saving Sarah or anything like that. It's very surprising to me that we just see any of that. But regardless, though, I do think this was a decent episode. I am hoping that the next episode ends off with a banger because I really did like the anime. It did somewhat fall apart with episode 10 and 11. But like, episode 1 through 9, I think it was great. Episode 10, it was good, not as good. But only because, again, because the last 3 episodes here was not that much, obviously, budget or time left. But but we're just gonna have to see how episode 12 goes. With that being said, let me know your thoughts on episode 12, or, I mean, not episode 12, let me know your thoughts on episode 11 and this whole series as a whole. With that being said, guys, I'll see you guys on next one.